How's it going, YouTubers? Nightmare 70 here. I'm back with another toy review. I know it's been days, but I'm starting to have issues with my camera. But it's giving me a limit for some reason. But anyways, today I'm back with another toy review. Today I'm reviewing Transformers Titanium Starscream. Now, I actually bought this guy locally from a local homie of mine, local friend of mine. He's also a Transformers collector like me. And I'm really glad I got to see him yesterday. Last night I got to see him purchase this figure. And I'm really glad I actually bought this guy because he does have a lot of die casts. Remember, these type of titanium figures back then used to have die casts. And this guy does weigh quite a bit. He does weigh a bit more than the actual deluxe figures from Universe 2.0, for example. So he does definitely have a lot of die casts. I think this here and these wings here, I think they're actually plastic, but I'm not bothered by that. But he does weigh a bit, and it is kind of loose. Now, I bought this guy locally. Like I said, last night I bought him locally from my local homie who I actually haven't seen since the lockdown began, mainly because I moved. And I got to see him last night, thankfully. And I purchased this figure from him. So if you're watching this, Matt, I want you to know that you rock. I'm really glad I purchased this guy from you. I'm really happy to have him. I'm building up more Seekers. So here we have Starscream. As you can tell, he is mostly white with red and blue. And for some reason, Hasbro decided to give him a gray face. I don't understand that. He should have it black. I don't understand that. But this is my first titanium figure. I'm really happy to have him. So it's the 360 of Starscream. And this guy isn't missing any parts. He's only missing the stand, which would peg into his feet. But honestly, I really don't care about the stand. As long as the figure itself isn't missing any parts, which I guess would be impossible for this thing because it's made of die cast and nothing's really ball jointed. But for articulation, he can do 360 on the arms. He can do 90 degrees in the elbow, kind of. He can do this because of transformation. Do the same thing on the other arm. It repeats itself. Head, I'm not sure if the head can move. I'm not going to try to force it because I don't want to break it. Or at least mess up the paint. But he does have a little bit of paint splotches there, but it's pre-owned. I'm really not bothered by it. It's clearly just minor paint chipping, or not paint splotches. It's very minor, so I'm not bothered by it. And like I said, if you didn't collect these back then, they do have die cast, just so you know. Give me a minute. Alright, just to show you guys, this thing is die cast. For those who didn't collect titanium figures back then, or didn't know anything about them. If you're about as old as me, I didn't even know these existed. I was only a kid, obviously. So, just so you know. Can you hear that clink? That's die cast. I think this is actual plastic. But this definitely is die cast. I think the arms and the wings and the legs are plastic. Not sure about the head, but I think it is too. It's mostly, there's more die cast than plastic, you guys. And it's still, see that? Clink. Clink, clink, clink. Yeah, that's definitely die cast. And as you saw, the hollow bits, the back, it's hollow. That's been a thing, you guys. If you plan on buying titanium figures, just remember, if you don't like hollow bits, I'll just say don't buy it. All I'm gonna tell you that the hollow bits has been a thing since G1, you guys. Nothing new. It also, who complained about the Kingdom and Earthrise figures being hollow? Hollowness has been a thing since G1, you guys. Even for titanium, it's been a thing. Alright, so nothing new there, you guys. Even Classics 2006 Starscream had it, which I'll show for comparison. In this case, I have the Universe 2.0 Screamer, but it's the same mold. See, he's got hollow. See, his legs are hollow. Even his arms are hollow. That's been a thing, you guys. But it's already been a thing. It's been a thing before Classics. So nothing new there. Just for comparison, here he's next to Universe Deluxe Screamer. Now, have you seen my video of this guy with Skywarp Thundercracker and Acid Storm? I actually didn't know. I mentioned that he was released in 2008. Turns out I made a mistake. He's actually a 25th anniversary figure, so he came out in 2009. Just thought I'd tell you that, right? That's enough of a comparison. Now, it's articulation. He can do a soccer kick. Goal! Even his legs. You can pit his legs, but that's because of transformation. His toes, I meant. But other than that, very nice figure. I really enjoy this figure. Now, transformation on this thing, on these guys, isn't on this guy. Not complicated at all. You'll have no problem whatsoever. So let's get to it. Before that, 360 of them. Last 360. Now he does remind me a little bit about like Cybertron Screamer. But I don't have. But I do have Legends of Cybertron Skywarp. Mainly because of the wing arms and the feet, or the legs in this case, and the cockpit there. Does remind me a little bit like Cybertron Starscream. Now, this is Legends of Cybertron Skywarp San Diego Comic-Con figure. Got this for a really good price. Now, let's transform this guy. To transform him, what you want to do, lift up the arms like that. Lift up the other arm like that. Oh yeah, his fist can do a 360. I don't know why. Not because of transformation. I think it's actually on a little ball joint. I can't tell. But transform him. Do it like that. Do the same thing with the other arm. Repeat. And now bring up the legs like that. Like this. Try to keep that still. See that orange piece there? Orange bit there? Try to make sure it stays there, alright? The ratchets are really tight, just so you know. Alright, let's do the same thing with the other leg. You'll hear that strong ratchet click. You should hear this click, see? See that? Hear that? For a figure this old, I'm surprised it still works. The ratchets are still nice and tight. I don't think they connect anywhere. Probably, and you'll see why. Do the same thing with the other leg. And now before you peg them in, actually. Oh yeah, bring out the front, the nose cone. Actually, bring it out a little bit. And now put... Now, there's some little pegs there. I don't know if you can see that. If you've seen the holes, peg that in. And for the wings, this will cover the head. There we go. And there you have Starscream in Tetrajet mode. I think that's how you pronounce it. Looks a little oh, there we go. And yes, the head does stick out a little bit, but as long as you look at it from here, you'll be fine. And he does have a landing gear. And he got some rolling wheels on his arms as well. So he can roll. So he can roll a little bit. But honestly, still very nice figure. I'm still happy to get this guy. Now for a comparison, here he is next to Universe 2.0 Starscream. And yeah, mine does have the Dr. Wu Null Ray upgrade kit. Mainly so it doesn't hinder the arms when you try to shoot straight. Let me try to stand this up. These are a little bit shorter than an actual deluxe. These guys are roughly deluxe size. See? But this thing, the white on this thing, oh my gosh, very beautiful. It looks shinier than this thing, probably because this is die cast. And one more, here he is next to it, you guessed it. Legends of Cybertron San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Skywarp. See? And I guess I could say they look almost similar, but I think this is meant to be a more G1 look. Just from robot mode, they looked similar. But yeah, now these things will, if these will connect. All right, so here we have, now he does, like I said, he does roll pretty well. And no, he does not come with any firepower. I guess these could act like rockets, I suppose, or missile launchers. Just shoot down some Autobots, bang, bang, bang. So yeah, but yeah, other than that, looks, oh my goodness, looks so amazing. Now, my copy, his arms are a little, this one's a little loose anyway, but yeah, as you can see the head, there's no way you can cover that. The back is hollow, but like I said, in robot mode, hollowness on Transformers has been a thing. Has been a thing since Generation 1. Nothing new there. I guess mostly people complain about our newer Transformers figures, like for example Siege, Kingdom, and Siege, Earthrise, and Kingdom being so hollow. I think they mean like back then they're just, those figures right now are way too hollow for them. I think that's what they mean. Back then, I believe from the older figures, like these ones here, I guess back then they weren't that hollow, but explain this, you guys. This is really hollow, and I'm not complaining about it. Just as long as you look at it from this angle, it's fine. As long as you don't look at it in the back, it's fine. Because the front, oh my goodness, this is beautiful. The Decepticon symbol's still nice. The tampograph, still very nice. It's like it is light blue with a silver lining, with the silver outing. But man, I love this guy. Very beautiful. So yeah, see, it does got a little bit of paint scratch, but like it's only minor. I'm not complaining about it. I'm not complaining about it. This is my very first titanium figure, but still very beautiful. Very beautiful. So if you can find this guy for a good price, if you can find him for a good deal, like I said, I got this guy locally. And for what I paid, I'm really glad I bought it because he does have some die cast. Like I said, he does weigh quite a bit. And I love that clink, clink, clink. That's just to show you that it is die cast. So I think the wings here are actual, here and here. I think that's actual plastic, even the thigh of the legs. But other than that, still very nice. I'm really glad I paid what I paid. This is a very nice figure. So like I said, if you can find them for a good price, pick them up. If you can get the other Seekers, which I'm trying to get, which I am trying to buy. Well, I'm trying to also get Thundercracker and Skywarp. Thrust, not really, because they didn't do Ramjet and Dirge, and I'm more of a completist, so I'm not gonna be I'm not gonna find Thrust, nor will I try. Sunstorm, maybe, I'm not too sure. But like I said, if you can find this guy for a good deal along with the other Seekers, I say pick him up. With Skywarp being I think Titanium Skywarp was also a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. But if you can find them for a reasonable price, or if you have the money to pay for it, I say get it as well, which I will try soon. So I'm gonna try to get Skywarp and Thundercracker soon. Sunstorm maybe. Thrust no, because I'm more of a completist, and besides, I like the Revenge of the Fallen Coneheads more. So that's gonna be it, you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed my review. I'll be back with another toy review ASAP. But until then, till all are one. This has been my review of Titanium Starscream. Y'all take care.